recording is running. Oh, Ralph, are you ready to fight?
Logging in at the moment.
Okay. We will wait then. Can we just keep cloaky eyes on the, what was it, the C5 you said?
I'm in there in a low key.
Wait, you're in the C5 in a Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's far side.
So you see that dread in there, right?
Is it already undocked?
I don't see a threat. Well, I'm not at the 40 star. I don't have the 40 star in the scan range.
Is it undocked already?
I can walk to it. Let me check. No, there's no thread unlocked. No thread unlocked.
Yeah, since we got here people here, guys, whenever you see enemies in home hole, you're more than welcome, whoever you are, even if you're the newest person. You're more than welcome to just ping at here or at everyone in the pings channel, because that could save someone. Because logging in and like doing basic stuff, uh, the first thing I look at is pings, and that's what everyone should be looking at.
And Anathema is jumping to you now in the sea's home hole.
Okay, Ralph, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, again, this is the C5, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Vec, warp us to the C5 on 0.
I'm not. I'm in the C5 already.
Oh,
Myself.
right. Pass me wing command, Vec.
Okay, done.
Alright, warping fleet to C5. You want to have your broadcasts UI open from the fleet, and then you'll be control clicking whoever I target.
Someone is jumping. Loki is jumping.
Alright, C5
Loki
is...
The Loki is warping to the Fortress.
C5 is clear at the moment.
Let's see what he is reshipping into.
Do you remember his name?
It's that Nuncheck guy who brought Macaria. Vagabond is showed up on D-scan.
Let's orbit at 2,500 meters. Drones out.
Yeah, he's undocking the Macaria. He wants us to jump into them.
What gives you that impression?
Because it's a smart bombing bonus red giant.
So you think the
Yes,
anathema
fine.
sees us here and they're preparing for us?
And I don't see any. Let me check.
Because you said the anathema jumped in to our
Yeah.
hole, right?
They have eyes on us, and he undocked the Macaria. But it actually has guns on it, so no smart bombing.
Okay, let's bring the drones in. Once the drones are in, we're gonna jump to their side. Well,
Keep in mind, isn't that hull at critical right now?
Huh?
Is the C5
No.
at critical?
it's significantly disrupted.
No, it's not.
Okay, just
It's-
making sure.
It's fresh.
My thoughts are that if we fight them on their side initially, whoever starts taking massive damage can just jump back, and then if we need to, we can kind of fight them on our side, or we can just jump back and head back to station. So it's more of an escape, I think, if we're fighting on their side. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
I mean, we sacrifice a little tank because we're not in our pulsar, but we can come back. So all right. So let's jump through and hold cloak. They know we're here, so we may as well fight on their side.
Overheating, by the way, gives big bonus in this hole.
Oh, Vagabond is here. All right, is everyone in?
Yeah.
All right, let's burn toward the Vagabond. Oh, well, if we do that, we're not going to be able to fucking hold, but whatever. Let's just burn toward the Vagabond, get in range, lock up. Oh, he's going to kite the fuck out of us. Okay, don't burn toward the Vagabond. Stay near the wormhole so that we can jump back if needed. We just gotta be careful that we don't get booshed. I'm seeing. You can send drones at him, right? Are you in drone right? He's at 30. No, he's at 60 kilometers. Is anyone? No, no one's taking damage yet. What's y'all's drone range? Orbit wormhole
Drone's
at,
a big drone.
you said 34?
No, I just forgot to drink drones.
Also,
My
small
drone
reminder.
range is 49.
Okay, get the drones on him then. He's in range. Orbit the wormhole at 2,500 meters.
How far off is he from the wormhole?
40k.
Just within jump range. You just gotta be able to jump back when you're ready.
I think he's spiraling into Jetar range.
Looks like Ralph is getting targeted currently, taking a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I'm still above 95.
Calling drones back.
Is he shooting the drones?
Yeah. I lost. I'm losing drones.
Macario is still on D-scan.
Yeah, he's at FN or
Okay,
doing nothing right now.
yeah, let us know once he starts warping. I hear a splash. Assume that's us. Oh, that's the a shuttle.
Oh,
What the hell's a shuttle doing here?
okay.
Macaria is warping to.
Yep, Saber on D-scan. Okay, jump back.
Saber.
Jump back, guys. Saber landed. Align to Caron, but don't jump. Now the question is, can we kill the
There's
Saber?
another Macaria.
Lock the Saber.
There's another Macaria.
Got it. Lock the Saber, try to blow him up, and then get the fuck out. Our goal is to kill the Saber and then get the fuck out.
Saber jump.
Alright, burn toward Caron. Lock the Vagabond while you're burning and aligning toward Caron. We have to burn out of the bubble. So you,
The Brutix Navy's in range.
yep, but your micro warp drive is on and you're burning out of the bubble. But shoot whoever's within range, but get out of the bubble and then warp to Caron. I'm being warp disrupted.
A module has run out of charges.
Is anything else on grid?
Yeah, I'm still on grid. His warp disrupt has fallen a couple times. I'm hoping I can get out of range. He's still on top of me. My shields are at like 5%.
Three of us are tethered. Should we come back?
No. I lost the Praxis, or the
Warp
Nighthawk.
drive active.
Now I'm warping out. They played it well. I'm gonna post in Intel channel their final fleet that we saw. All in all, I'm not too unhappy with that. Yeah,
Docking request denied.
I think the better play would have been. I know that you wanted to be aggressive and show a fight, but it probably would have been smarter to stay in home hole.
what's your reasoning for it?
Better shielding.
Docking request accepted.
Aren't all the fits that we have for PvP ships right now designed around shielding?
Yes, but they didn't hit us at all when we were in the enemy hull, right?
Where did they put you down? You said you lost the Nighthawk.
Yeah, but I died in the entire fight was in our wormhole. Basically, like we just
okay.
yeah, we just sat on the their side of the hole until they started warping in, and then as we saw them
And
on
then you
D-scan,
switched holes. Okay.
we switched poles, right? And then we tried to take it on the
Yeah,
Saber.
sorry, I was under the assumption that we were in our hole. My bad.
Nope. And I made a couple of mistakes because like at least twice he lost his scram on me, and I could have just warped out, but like I was paying attention to other things, and so like we could have not had any losses there if I was just a little bit faster. But either way, I don't know why they brought such a huge ass fucking fleet. Like, why you gotta bring two Macarials and a
Two
Cerberus?
Macarials, a Vagabond, Brutix, and Cerberus.
Like, come on, man, we're in DNIs.
Was the Saber
There's
there
no,
too?
There's no fair fights in Eve.
Yeah, the
That's also
Saber.
true.
The Saber was there, but he jumped back once we started blowing him up. But
My guess is they wanted us to escalate. That way they could escalate further.
yeah, but these guys are like fucking pros. If we escalate, I don't think we'll win. We'll just lose more money. So we gotta kind of. They said at least use a bomb, make it interesting. What does that mean? Use a bomb.
That was when I was bombing them.
Oh, okay.
He said good fight in local.
Yeah, they were definitely respectful. They could have potted me and chose not to. And I was dumb enough to go out in my fucking expensive pod too, so I was praying.
Oh, how and when did? Oh, did you must have jumped back and they just caught you? Is that it?
So I just logged in while I was with my daughter. Pretty much I was like just trying to do my PI chores of just moving planetary material, and they ended up snagging me while I was in my epithal.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, oh, so this was a while back.
This was as soon as I pinged hostiles in home hole. It was literally right after that.
Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. So post-fight analysis. What did we do wrong, and what would you have done differently? Besides just not take the fight, because obviously, like it was dumb to take the fight, but you know it's fun. So
Well, we gave them the advantage to see what we were flying first, and then they chose ships based on, being able to easily kill us.
so maybe we should have
Yeah,
jumped
and
one ship through. Is what you're saying?
by jumping back in our home hole, you always get some stragglers, and that's basically what they did, right?
No, they killed the Nighthawk in our home hole. Everybody got through.
Yeah, by jumping back from their C5.
Sure, I do think that Vega could have gone down. It looked like his armor was very low. And if I was willing to just turn back and like try to finish him off, maybe, but I was just micro warp driving as fast as I could, trying to pull range.
Yeah, I was thinking if that's not something we could have done, is just kill that Vega because he was giga burning towards you. And I think if we stayed there on grid for like 2 seconds longer, we would have killed it and he would lost point on you and you can warp off as well. I was trying to stay as long as I could without dying, but then the next ship got like within 7 kilometers and started locking me, so I warped off.
Yeah, you know, that's an excellent point. Instead of just telling everyone to like burn out of the bubble, we could have said like anchor on me, right? And then we would have all been together, and that way we would have been able to shoot whoever was pursuing us as a group.
Yeah, because
Yeah, calling
I do
targets.
believe, yeah, I do believe he almost went down, and then if he goes down, he loses the scrum on you, right? Because his fleet was still relatively far, I believe.
Yeah, if we just all align and then once you break the scrammer, you just do a wing warp and we all warp at once.
Yeah, I think it's just Cleo didn't want us to die, I'm guessing. Kind of told us to warp off, but I
Yeah,
think we
to
should
be
have
fair, the
just-
Macarials probably would have been able to snipe a Drake pretty easily.
I don't know what's damage, but I do believe like we could have probably killed that Vega or at least force it off, so we can all warp off.
Yeah, I agree.
The Vaga should have died. I think in the end, did you call a primary? After we jumped?
After we jumped, I called the Saber. And then the Saber jumped back, and I don't recall if I called the Vega. I'll have to review the video.
I think you did, because I just started picking targets.
But the thing is I also called like burn out of the bubble, and then I called.
Yeah.
And so like at that point the objective wasn't to maintain range on really anything. It was to get to safety.
Yeah.
But instead of saying burn out of the bubble, I think in the future I need to say anchor on me, and then I can choose to burn out of the bubble while you guys are anchored, and then whatever is in range of me, we can also assume is in range of you, and then we can shoot at it.
But is there a chance the Saber could have come back in and put a second bubble up? So
Nah, he jumped back. He was polarized.
Yeah, not only that, but he couldn't have caught us. Like we were well outside the bubble at that point. I don't think he would have been able to get closer.
If he would have tried to burst on us, he would have died, because it is still just a Saber.
Yeah.
So he probably pulled off just because you were already scrammed in the fight anyway. Otherwise, Saber probably would have been the first target.
Yeah, I mean, Saber has one job in a fight, and that is drop bubbles, and everything else is secondary.
Should we try it again?
They'll probably escalate even harder if we try and attack them now.
They have a Slipnir now and a Macariel.
Yeah.
And the only way to escalate that is to bring out Lashaks and shit, and that's not gonna end well for us. Because we know based off their kills what they have in that hole.
Yeah. Also, fighting in their hole is kind of not an option if they're willing to drop an entire dreadnought on a single battleship.
Oh yeah.
Unless we have more people, because they're a small corp. But yeah. Maybe some support ships would have been nice as well. If we had some neuters, maybe we could have neutered that vagabond out. Because he was active tank.
Yeah, I could have brought a curse. It probably would have been blown up really quickly though.
Yeah, you'd be in primary instantly.
I think if we probably won't do it, but if we did try to fight them again, really the only thing we'd be trying to do is like kill the vagabond and kill the Saber and then get the fuck out before, like basically escape the battleships.
Message them and see what they would have said to counter them. I guarantee you, I bet you their answer would be escalate.
Alright, which one should I message out of these people who said good fight? Let's see, Namek is the CEO of their
They're just gonna say, bring Marauders.
Crazy is the Protean concept, I'll message him.
He's the leader of the corp. Name check.
Oh, Circle of Two.
I'll probably be hit or miss for the next week or so, just so y'all know. I'm expecting my third child to pop out soon, so.
Oh man, congratulations.
Yeah, it's just gonna be crazy. Already got a 14-month-old to deal with and a 6-year-old.
Also, we probably should have pinged earlier. There are plenty of times we could have nuked that rolling tempest.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't were at C5 when you warped to it.
Weird.
That does make me curious why they rolled our hole though.
Namaka's gonna come in our comms and tell us what's going on. Oh, I will also post my kill mail. Sup, HW? You must be Namak.
Yes, hello.
Good fight, man. Let me look at the kill mail real quick here, see what you were flying. Were you the Vagabond?
Where's my car? No, it was Mac.
Oh, got it, got it. So,
Vagabond was there to play with you.
so our strategy there was to, well, first we started on our side of the wormhole, and we assumed you had a cloak or like you had a scout there. Did you?
Yes, we knew. your
Yeah,
position.
yeah, you did. Okay, all right. And so we're like, all right, this guy already knows what we're here for. We're already flying, so we're gonna jump to their side of the wormhole, and we're gonna give them the opportunity to come to us. And so we jumped to your side of the wormhole. We saw the vagabond. When he came in range, we put drones on him. He didn't come really in ham range, so we weren't able to shoot at him much. And then we saw the Macarials and the Cerberus on D-scan, and we're like, all right, we can't fight that. Oh, and we saw the Saber too. And we said, okay, we can't fight that. So we jumped back into our wormhole, and the plan was to kill the Saber. We thought we could kill him really quick. We shot at him. He jumped back, so we couldn't kill him. And then at that moment, we knew that the Macarios were coming. So the idea was burn out of the wormhole and align to our station, and while doing that, shoot at the Vagabond. And so at that point, the Vagabond got down to armor as we were doing that, and then we warped off. But you guys caught me. I think the Vagabond caught me, and I died. So, with all that in mind, what are your suggestions? Like, what do you think of that fight?
Well, first, the role of the Vagabond was. I told my guys when we saw you guys form, give them bait, try to pull them off the wormhole. You guys did well. You didn't go too far away from the wormhole, because if you did, you would be dead immediately, because you need to reapproach the wormhole. In general, you did nothing wrong there. Like, you saved your fleet. Nighthawk was the priciest ship on the field. When we saw you guys are extracting, I called point the Vagabond, point the Nighthawk. Our Macarials go 4,000 meters a second, so we just need few seconds for that point to last, and then Battleship will take over. And that's about it. Like, you didn't make mistake that much. It's just that this projection meta is not short range at all, and it's really hard to do something with only few ships. If you're flying with 5, 7 people, I can suggest some different fleet comps which you can use to Bravo. Like, during those fights, you can choose the range to fight. With Nighthawks, Drake Navies, etc., you need to anchor on the target pretty much, and your FC is doing everything. If you have members who can fly their own ships, you can use Brotrix Navy, for example, and variate in the range from antimatter, close range, to shooting targets 112 kilometers away. So that Vagabond would be dead or would do nothing if you guys could reach him, right? But when he said on comms, they're not shooting me, I'm like, all right, they're heavy assault missiles. This will be fun.
Okay, okay, that is great advice. And about the Brutix Navy issue, can that do well in a pulsar? Is it shield tanked?
No, when it comes to Pulsar, here's the problem. You can either fly Serbs, which is really boring, or you need more people in Night House slash Drake Navies. Like, they're really strong if you fight in Pulsar, but if you engage other shield fleet, it's just numbers which will decide, unless you use a firewall. For example, Firewall Vindicator can protect really well against the Nighthawks.
Okay, I'll have to Google that term firewall. I haven't heard that one used before.
Firewall it's the ship which usually FC flies, and it has smart bombs. And what he does, everybody anchor 5-6,000 meters behind him, and he navigates the fleet that while hostiles are shooting you, for example, Cerberus fleet, at least 30%, sometimes even more, of damage is reduced because smart bombs can kill
Oh, they
missiles
can
while
kill the
flying.
missiles, yeah. And the smart bomb would do that. With
That's
them being
very smart.
5,000 away, you're outside of that smart bomb range, but still killing missiles.
Yeah, we are flying 50 MN battle cruisers mostly because I just can't stand any kind of missile ships. I played in Drake meta way too long, but we do use firewalls whenever we see more than 10 or 15 missile ships fighting us.
Okay, awesome. That's great advice. We really appreciate it, man.
And another thing, I don't know how many people you have there, how many characters you have in your hall and everything. I see the Discord is very organized, I like it, but in general, this meta in wormholes came down to Evor. For example, curses are must and mandatory, webs are must and mandatory. One Hugin, Shield Hugin, will improve the damage application of your Drake's navies by 20 to 30% just because of double web. You don't need target painters because everything is giant, but just webbing people means the explosion radius will apply 100% instead of 30, 40, 50, whatever.
And it shouldn't just be one curse, right? Because I feel like a curse blows up really quickly.
Yeah, the cursed pilot needs to know what he's doing pretty much. Another good thing, I don't know if you guys are fighting Vargurs and Paladins often. Like, are you guys ganking stuff?
Uh,
If not, it's fine. But if yes, for example, don't aggress a Vargur without Lachesis with 4 dampeners. Like, you can outrange him, or 4 tracking disruptors. Like, a single Sentinel can make a Vargur impossible to track, even a battlecruiser.
and what about facing Macarials? How would you have done that?
You won't be facing them unless you jump somewhere around me.
I was gonna say materials are definitely rare to see like that. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I'm still a big fan of them because I used to FC for some alliance and we had the Macarial doctrine.
Were they
But I'll
smart
be
bomb
honest,
fit?
no, 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 no. We were out to cannon fit. The problem with Macarial, they're just bad. Right now, the meta is Leshak, and
Yep.
it's really boring. It's horrible.
Well, you
But
guys in
as I said,
Protean.
your strategy is fine.
Okay,
Sorry, come
I,
again?
I appreciate that, man. I'm a very new FC, so we knew your fleet was bigger, and we're like, well, we're gonna give them a fight, and we'll just like try to pick off a couple and then make our escape. And we didn't pick off any, but at the same time, like most of us made our escape. So I'm glad I didn't wipe the entire fleet.
Your calls were on point, really. Like, you tried to fight, All right, great. The next thing, you need to have a dictor with you. Like I maybe you're struggling with numbers, maybe not, but when you're approaching the hole at 0 and waiting for us, you want to fight on another side. You guys jump first. Dictor needs to bubble, and you guys pull range. With that dictor bubble, we cannot warp out. We will scatter or anchor one side. Like you need to control the hole with bubbles. Also, you will stop the reinforcements from us. If this escalated, for example, you killed a Mac, I will be calling for 15 more dudes. A single dictor placing a bubble 70 from the wormhole in the direction of the Fortizer, they will lose few minutes. That means you will slaughter more of us in there to stop the reinforcements and also to protect yourself.
Okay, yeah. We should have told you're absolutely right that we should have put a dictor up before we jumped back into our home hole, so that when you guys came in, we had more time to kill your saber and the vagabond. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And we could have been burning out as soon as they came in.
I mean, that's common knowledge. We didn't have the numbers, simply.
Yeah, but I could have been in a
That's
flycatcher.
another. That's another thing. You guys had a Nighthawk and 4 Drake navies. Um, y this was very decent trade potential, but we outrange you really hard. Like heavy assault missiles against 2 Macarials and Vagabond, which you cannot apply on because no webs. And the Serb, you guys would be just sitting in the bubble trying to burn off, and that's about it.
Awesome, man. Well, we see that you guys in Protean Concept have 900 kills in the last 30 days. You're the number one top killer wormhole corp in wormhole space right now. So congrats, man.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
an honor to face you.
you. Whenever you want to fight, feel free to ask. We will be around.
We'll
Hey,
do,
you
man.
guys want to keep our static or?
Which one of your pilots was killed the epithal?
Some line member trying to bait you off. He spotted you first.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, because I had just logged in. I had my daughter and everything, was putting her to bed, and just let him know that was a billion-esque pod. And I was like, please don't kill it. Please don't kill it.
Well, you can just say thank you to me because when he killed an Epitel, he screamed and comms. I was like, don't pot him. Maybe they will fight later. And
Yeah, I think that's the main reason we did fight, if I had to guess, because that was pretty honorable. I appreciate that.
yeah, without that, what? We shoot you out, and we already saw you had 4 guys, maybe 5 in that Fortizer. -1, no chance you will undock. So yeah, nice to meet you. What's the name of the corp I'm talking to?
Kingdom of Bretonia.
Oh, beautiful. I'll add you guys on our mapper so we know when we bump into you.
Hell yeah, man. We'll try to fight you whenever we can. We'll have to come up with a new strategy to
Uh,
fight those Macarials, but you've given a lot of good advice here, so we'll see.
Focus more, like you need a light shield doctrine, a heavy shield doctrine, because you're living in Pulsar, and you need range, like with 5, 6 people with like 4 DPS with 2 Logi, and maybe Dictor Alt or Sentinel Alt or something. You can do magic if you fly something with MVD on cruiser.
What about like
Something with
Osprey
the
Navy
cruiser
issue?
side. I mean that can work. Depend on your numbers. Sleipnirs are not bad option. Osprey is good, but problem with Osprey is Serb is just better. Like Cerberus is just the king of shield right now, and that's about it. That's the light shield doctrine.
Okay, so we need
And
to look into Serb and
yeah,
Sleipnir.
Cerberus. Serb, they can do a lot, and they can shoot 70, 80 kilometers without problems. So you can blap a lot of things while they cannot even lock you. Brawl time is over. Unless you see Leshaks, Brawl meta doesn't exist. So it's mostly what we encounter: railguns and long missiles. Railguns, long missiles. I think me and few more people are using autocannons just because we like it. I like my Macarial. But in general, it's not a doctrine. It's just a solo ship.
Yeah, that's
You were
definitely a meme ship.
yeah, you guys were fighting now the kitchen sink on dock, not the fleet composition at all.
And when you say long missiles, you mean heavy missiles?
I mean heavy missiles, yeah. Heavy assaults are also fine on the Serb maybe, because what is your range on the Drake Navy with Hams?
35 kilometers with javelins.
And what's your DPS on that?
450.
450. Yeah, that's horrible. I saw earlier we actually got really dunked by Nighthawk fleet. I don't remember who we fought a few days ago, but probably somewhere on the kill board you can see our deaths. We killed some of them, check their fits. We were brawling them at 0 with our battleship fleet because we couldn't break them with our 50 MN battlecruiser doctrine. So you guys are lacking numbers in that fleet comp. The damage is fine, the tank is even more fine in Pulsar, but numbers. With 3 or 4, you will be better off. I don't even know what shield ships. I don't fly shield unless it's Macarial.
That's good to know. So we're just lacking the man for that exact doctrine.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely lacking support ships in our fleets.
yeah, support is sometimes if we have 10 people, we literally go out with 3 DPS ships. For example, the Sharks. Rest are Falcons, Balgorns, and Logi. Like that two Leshaks will spool up on the target eventually, and the moment you kill one Logi ship, usually people retreat. Like that's the grid one. But you need to survive longer and longer.
Got it. Okay, so we'll start putting more focus then on support ships. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, and a lot of dictors. Think of dictors like they're ammunition. When member tells me my dictor died, I'm saying the ship get new one. Like send the dictors in, send the dictors in. It's like ammo. You don't care. That and bushers. Bushers are really important also.
Sounds good. Could a Boucher have done much in this situation that we just had?
Save your entire fleet. You jump you jump back, you don't want to fight, anchor up on the bush, and poof, 100 kilometers off. On
Okay.
top of that, if you're lucky, you would bring a target with you, so you just kill easily the target.
Yeah, like we could have boosted the saber.
Yeah, or hold cloak or whatever, and we are scattered all around, right? If you push a single Macario and 3 of you will be sacrificing one Drake Navy. I mean, this is best case scenario, right? For a 3 billion ship. And you're like, all right, good fight. So also bushers can provide links, which you don't really need that much, but since you're in battle cruisers also, but yeah.
All right, I appreciate it, man. This is good info.
Yep. Well, what's this? Yeah, this is the Nighthawk kill. How fast are you going with links? Around 1700, right? In Drake Navies.
I have no idea. We usually don't have links. I mean, it said when I look at the one that just died, it says max velocity with the MWD is 1100.
Yeah, I'm drugged out from the Macarial fight, so I see 1300, but doesn't matter. Utilize the links. Like, each of you could put skirmish link or shield link, one for resistance, one for sig, and skirmish for speed. Like, you don't need 2 medium newts. That's cool, but yeah, just get a curse out or whatever. Utilize the links on the Nighthawks, and if I'm not mistaken, Drake can put one for free also. So every ship should be fitted with link. And in the fleet, just coordinate. Alright, I have harmonizing charge, I have rapid deployment, I have this, that, and between 6 people, you have all skirmish and all shield links.
Awesome, will do, man.
Can I get a cup of coffee? I mean, since we are chatting here.
Yeah, man. By all means, go for it. In fact, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette real quick, but I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Moment also.